Hey there, scientists. Happy Monday and happy March. Can you believe that we're already in the third month of this new year? Me neither. We are even closer to spring now. It starts on the 20th of this month. That means we'll get to enjoy more living things when we're outside, as well as some more sunlight. Do you remember learning about living things and their needs in February? Great. It wasn't that long ago, so it should still be fresh. Scientists, I'm so excited for our learning this month. I was thinking that we could take problems that we deal with every day and use our scientific minds to solve those problems. These problems are going to be centered around issues many of you might experience while playing. Yeah, that's right. We're going to use science to solve problems experienced while we're playing. What do you think of that? You're interested? Great. Well, are you ready to deal with our first problem? Buenísimo. Great. Well, let me tell you about this little problem. So, you know those miniature cars? Here, I brought one in case you can't visualize it. You see it? Well, I used to play with these when I was little, and I'm certain many of you do now as well. If you do play with these, you might understand my problem. The issue I had with the cars is you always have to hold it to make it move. Unless you have a remote control car, but otherwise you're holding that thing to make it move. Sometimes I was lucky and I would use a smooth surface and I could push the cars and they would go on their own for a little bit. But even then, I would have to push them again once they stopped. I remember seeing commercials on TV where they would sell ramps and tracks for toy cars, and they would sometimes have a little machine that would shoot the car down the track. But you don't have to hold it at all. But the issues with those is they're a little pricey. I want to be able to play with a car without holding it the whole time and not have to buy the machine that makes it shoot across tracks. How can I make the car move? Oh, scientists, that sounds like a question that can help us solve this problem. What do you think of that question for our investigation this week? You like it? Well, then maybe we should write it down in our notebooks. Do you have your science notebook? Okay, take a moment to get your notebook and something to write with. I'll make sure I have all of my things too. I'm ready, and I hope you are too. All right, so let's start the same as always with the date and the page number. Remember, today is March 1st. So, March, like chili, CH. 21, this is page 22. All right, muy bien, great. Now for our title. We're trying to move stuff, but stuff isn't really a scientific word. The scientific word for stuff is object or objects. Maybe we should make our title for this entry moving objects. What do you think of that? Great, let's go ahead and write that down. Moving objects. Moving objects. Moving objects, okay. Awesome. So I do want to change the question a little bit to make it sound more scientific, but also so that others can use it for items other than cars. I would like to change the question to, how can I make an object move? Are you okay with that change? Okay, great. Make sure to copy the question down. I'll read it again. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Scientists make mistakes. So, how can I make an object move? Great job, scientists. Why don't we go ahead and make some observations of me playing with the car and brainstorm some answers to our questions. Can you make some observations with me? Great. Get ready to use your sense of sight. I'm going to play with the car now, and you can do this with me if you have something to play with too. All right. Move it. Okay, I wonder if the skateboard moves the same. Move. Okay. What do you notice? Ah, great observation, scientists. I noticed that too. The car and the skateboard didn't move until I touched them. Scientists, you can draw me touching the car or write with me. I was thinking we can write, the car moved when it was touched. Are you going to draw that or write it with me? Good choice. Let's go ahead and write. So here's the drawing. The car moved when it was touched. The car moved when it was touched. Scientists, I think we should add one more detail. We should mention what exactly I do with the car. Let me show you what I mean. See, if I just touch the car, it doesn't move like we saw. What am I doing when I make it move? Oh, that's the perfect word, scientists. Push. Yes, I push the car to make it move. You can draw this again, but this time add some arrows and the word push. If you want to write with me, I was thinking we could write the sentence, the car moved when it was pushed. Who's going to write with me? Muy bien, let's get started. Push. So the car moved when it was pushed. So we're going to copy this. The car moved when it was, but we're going to change this to pushed. The car moved, when it was P. Oh, it's right here. Push. And scientists, I think I'm going to underline that word because it seems like it might be important for later. Pushed. Car moved when it was pushed. Eso. Awesome job, scientists. We already started answering our question, but we're running out of time. So I have one more question that I want all of you to answer on your own. On the bottom part of your notebook, I want you to draw or write the answer to my question. What objects do you have to push to make them move? Let's take a moment to think about that now. What objects do I need to push to make them move? Ooh, I thought of some things. Doors, cars, so many things. I'm sure you will think of more. Remember, draw or write those things on the bottom of your notebook page. And I have some research to do tonight, scientists, but for now, enjoy the rest of the show. I heard some great tunes coming up. Enjoy!